and welcome to my channel. This is the channel I help aspiring and practicing project managers to succeed. So in this video, I'm going to take you through one of the very important tools that you can use in the project management field from the beginning of the project right up to the end of the project. It's called a project daily log for a project manager. So in short, we just call it a daily log. Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Oscar Mbira. I'm a certified program and project manager. This is the channel which I use to help aspiring and also practicing project managers to succeed, either in their current projects or in the future projects. So let's get into the details. So someone might be wondering, what is this daily log? A daily log is a log that you use as a project manager to record several information about the project. So you might be wondering, which several information are we talking about? For example, you might also record reminders. You might also record actions. You can even record decisions that you are making in the project. These are some of the few ways you can use the daily log to record information. In some cases, you might want to use the daily log as a catch-all. So what does a catch-all mean? It means for some reason, you have some information you need to capture in the project management journey. And then you realize that there is no specific template that you have either used in the past or is being used by others to record that information. Therefore, you put that information in the daily log. Okay. So you might be wondering, when are you supposed to open the daily log? Let me tell you. The moment you have been assigned or you've been appointed to be project manager, that is the right time to open the daily log. Why do you have to do it that early? You might be asking. There are several reasons. One of the reasons is when you start the project during the startup phase, you'll find that even from my experience, most of the templates, most of the documents, most of the logs, most of the registers that you might want to be using during the project, at that point, they are not yet opened up, they are not yet created. Because remember, during the startup phase, the organization or the company is still making an assessment whether to proceed with the project or not. So assuming they've decided to proceed with the project, the next phase will be the initiation of the project, which is normally called the initiation stage of the project. So during the startup of the project, you want to record information. Say, for example, as a project manager, one of the expected skill you should have is to identify risks in the project. Okay? So assuming during the startup you have identified a specific risk, but the risk register is not yet available, or you have not yet opened the risk register. So you record that information in the daily log. I hope you're enjoying the video so far. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to click the like button, subscribe button, notification button, so that you're the first person to be notified each time a new video is uploaded on this channel. Along the project journey, especially during the initiation stage of the project, you might need to transfer all the risk items you have in your daily log, all the quality issues or quality items you have in your daily log, into a proper risk log or quality log. So that is the point where you have to transfer them into the proper structured setup or proper structured templates for either risk, stakeholders, or even quality. So that is a very, very important task to do. So once you've transferred, you don't have to stop there. From the startup to the end, any information that you need as a project manager, any meetings that you attend, anything that you think it has to be recorded, you use your daily log. So there are a number of ways to create and to use this daily log. One of them is ordinary books where you can physically write all your daily issues. You can physically write all your action items, your decisions. You can also write even your reminders or even project issues. The second part of it is to use the electronic part. Electronic part is also in two parts. The first one is the generic softwares. For example, you can use Microsoft's Excel. I believe most people are very familiar with Excel, where you have rows and columns. Or you might even go for Google Sheets, which is almost similar to the concept of Excel. So that is the first set of the two. The second set of the two is also to use a project management software that is domain specific to project management. If you want to test one of the softwares, you can also check the link in the description below, where you're able to open even your log, you capture items, lessons log, anything that you want to capture, you can also use that too. However, going forward, if you record something in the daily log, what I normally do, every morning, I go through the daily log, go through the items, checking a number of things. The first one is, do I have something that is behind schedule that I have to make sure I put on the radar? Do I have something that is also due for today? Do I have something that is due for tomorrow? So as a project manager, that helps me to plan my day, because I know what is overdue from the previous days. I know what is supposed to be done today. I know the imminent activities, or I know the activities to be done by tomorrow. So that keeps my schedule very easy, but very structured. So having a daily log on a daily basis is very important. As a project manager, you must have a daily log with you. It's your companion, it's your friend. It must be beside you each and every time. Whether it's physical document, whether it's electronic, whether it's a system, you must have a daily log which you go through. I would encourage you to use the electronic one. The advantage of using electronic one is you're able to do some sorting. You're also able to do some RAG and so on and so forth. And it's easier to change, especially when we want to change the responsibility. So that is very important. A project manager should always have a daily log. Hear it from me. I've used it. It worked for me. It should work for you. So there are certain fields you need to capture in a daily log. Normally, there is no a very structured way I can say if someone sees something, then they can quickly say the daily log. No. I've seen some other project managers with only 2 fields. Just 2. For these 2 fields, they just capture the date of entry and then the description of what they want to capture in that project daily log. However, my advice from my experience, you need to follow this structure that I'm giving you in this video. So the first field that you have to capture, it has to be the date of entry. When did you record the issue? When did you record the action item? When did you record the reminder? Depending on your categories. So once you have captured your date of entry, the next field you have to capture is the category of whatever you're capturing. It could be a problem, it could be an event, or you just want to capture a comment. So you can put that also as the second item. Then, like any project management activity, there must be responsibility. So if you have captured something in your daily log, make sure you put responsibility. For example, it's an action item. Who is going to be responsible for that action item? I'm talking about the daily log before you even start opening the issue logs and all these other trackers that come later in the project. Okay? So after capturing the responsibility, you now need to put targets. By target, what do you mean? We are talking of the time you expect that issue to be closed, that issue to be actioned, that decision to be made, that reminder to be activated. So it all depends on the purpose of your log. Okay? So after you have captured your target date, you also need to capture the expected results from that issue. So the last field you should have is expected results. Some they just want to call it just the results. It's okay, it's fine. You get to capture the same information there. So once you have captured that, now you now need to follow up actions, get them closed, and so on and so forth. If you want me to create any additional videos based on what I've covered on the daily log, let me know in the comment section below. I believe you've seen the importance of daily log. Now I'm going to take you to a computer where we're going to go through, I want to call it a template that I've created. If you want to download this template, I also have it in the link in the description below. You can also download the template for free for a daily log for a project manager. So let's go to my computer. I hope you're enjoying the video so far. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to click the like button, subscribe button, notification button, so that you're the first person to be notified each time a new video is uploaded on this channel. So, as we discussed earlier, let me quickly show you on the screen the daily log, how it looks like. I normally capture 5 basic fields or attributes in a daily log as a project manager. So the first column you have is the date. This is free format. You can put any date you want. Say, for example, I put 01 June 2024. Just an example. You can put whatever date you want. And remember, you are also able to format this date to whatever format you want in Excel. So I'm going to put date here, and then probably I put something like this. All right, who's going to be responsible person? I've captured, pre-captured some items just to save on time. Otherwise, this video was going to be very, very long. So on my drop down, you can see I have a sponsor, I have a board member, I've got project director, program manager, project manager, team manager, or project member. So this is up to you. You can also put as many responsible people as you can. Remember, we said we open our daily log from day one. So you might not have the actual names of the project members, but it's good also to capture using these high level numbers. For example, I'm putting sponsor here. What was the problem? You also need to check. So after a responsible person, there is a column C where you have to capture the problem, action, event, or comment. So I've also pre-typed the drop down for this. So you can choose either problem, action, or event. So let me take action, for example. Then on the date again, I put whatever I want here. Say by 21st of June, I should have this done. So this is 2024. Then what are the results? Maybe, let me say additional budget. This is just an example. You can put whatever you want here. So there's one column which I also want to add, which I had not added before, which is also very important, is the serial number. So I'm going to insert the serial number here, or if you want, you can call it ID. Okay. So let me put a reference ID. I'll just put ref ID for the purpose of time. So maybe this is a daily log. We have a certain way of numbering. For myself, I normally take DL for daily log 001, for example. Then I can increase this number as I go with other activities. So in a nutshell, as the project manager, you must have a daily log, something similar to what we have here. So in a nutshell, let's summarize. You need a reference to refer to a specific item. Say, for example, it's still open and you want to close it. Or you can even use the date to specify when the item was actually raised, or the item was actually reached you as a project manager for action. You might have recorded it in a meeting. You record also the meeting date. Who is responsible? We have so many responsibilities. You can go to the granular level putting actual names, or you can put it at high level in terms of project roles or project titles. It's up to you. You make a change. You make a choice. It's up to you. You can make a choice from there. Then in terms of problem, action, event, from the drop down, you can choose whatever you want. You might want action. You might want problem. This is something that you can add as many variables as you want here, just to make sure that your daily log is well representing what you need. Remember my earlier recommendation that you should always use electronic daily log, because it helps you in sorting, it helps you in doing so many other things. For example, you can put the filters. I can go here and put the filters. You can put the filter, then you filter by date, or you can even filter by person who is responsible. Then target date is when you expect this item either to be out of the way of the project, or to be closed or resolved. Or if you are going to transfer it as a risk, where are you going to transfer to? It's by what time? So this is the date that you capture here. And then the results, what are you expecting to see after this item? Remember column D here. Let me just put a different color for you to follow. Remember on this column, we are capturing the items that we need. Let me just put it like this. So in this column, we are capturing when there's a problem, action, event, or comment. So assuming it's an action, what results do you expect to see here? So that is the purpose of this column F, which is the last column on this. I believe you're able to follow why you need the daily log as a PM. You can put as many columns as you want, just to make sure that you capture as much information as possible. If you want me to create any additional videos based on what I've covered on the daily log, let me know in the comment section below.